We are one adventure at a time. Dave, Carrie, and Rudolph. We are excited to start our third year of full-time living and traveling in our tiny home on wheels. Join us as we travel North America, exploring and sharing the beauty around us. As we cross into Texas, we begin our travel day just like any other travel day. We pick our route, we replenish our supplies, and we prepare for the day ahead. What we were not prepared for was a massive deep freeze that was about to cover the entire state of Texas. Why are we up so early?
Okay, so we're gonna try to drive through El Paso before rush hour, so I don't have to deal with the traffic, which I don't do very well in big cities. And then we're gonna head to a smaller town called Marfa, Texas, and get most of our stuff that we need to get done. So we're gonna get laundry, showers, maybe just a little bit of food shopping, then head south into Big Bend area.
I'm not confident we're gonna miss rush hour.
We'll probably hit morning rush hour.
So it's a travel errand day.
Yeah. Yep. This is another town day for us, so like any other town day, we try to get what we need done right away as quick as we can, and then get out and get back in our comfort zone, which is the outdoors and not the city life. So this morning I got up and made breakfast, cleaned up a bit. Carrie's been working, and I'll go out and I'll show you what Carrie's been up to. All right, what are you doing here setting out on the street, Carrie?
Getting my vitamin D.
Probably a good thing.
So this is how we upload our videos, and because of the coronavirus, most libraries are curbside only. So I'm working on getting our next video uploaded.
Right on.
Good thing is this library is really fast connection outside, and that's not always the case. But you're gonna go do laundry?
I'm going to do laundry right now.
Okay, so I think I'll be done before you're done.
Oh, okay.
So I'll just meet you down there.
Yeah, the laundromat's not even a half a mile
right
away.
around the corner.
A couple blocks? Okay.
Yeah.
All right, well, I'll meet you at the library.
Okay. You mean the laundry?
The laundry. I'll meet you doing the laundry. You ready to go for a trip, Rudolph? Are you ready? Good boy. You gonna be okay without Mama for an hour? Okay.
Have you managed to stay away from the ice cream shop?
I did. It wasn't easy. Okay, my next stop here is the supermarket. This is a local privately owned store, so I'm sure the prices will be a little bit higher, but I think that's worth it. So we're gonna go in, just get a few last minute supplies, and then hit the road. That wasn't bad at all. The prices weren't bad, and I got like a pound of cod for $2.15.
Wow. I'm doing my last chore for the day is calling Mom because we're not going to have cell reception.
All right, cool. I'll unload the food and put it in the fridge.
That's lovely. We later learned they were spraying de-icer on the roads in anticipation of the big storm.
Today we're just east of Marfa, Texas, all the way over on the west-hand side. And we're parked here in this area that I'm going to have Carrie tell you about because it's definitely a little bit unusual. What can you tell us about this spot, Carrie?
Okay, if you've ever heard of Marfa, Texas, you've probably heard about the Marfa lights. So for 130 years, these lights have been appearing. Sometimes they're red, sometimes they're blue, sometimes they're white or yellow. They don't know what causes them. Some people say ghosts, some people say UFO. Maybe the temperature change out in the desert. We don't know. But we're gonna stay here tonight and hopefully we will see the Marfa lights.
I'm excited about this. This is definitely something we usually don't do. I wonder if we're gonna see the lights. We got blue sky right now. There is a storm coming, but we might have a window to catch some of these lights.
So I don't know if it happens every night or if it's only a handful of nights of the year. But it's supposed to be pretty dang cold tonight, so...
We might be viewing them from inside the van. It's a good possibility of that. So if you do come to Texas, I apologize about the wind. It is howling right now. If you do come to Texas, the rest stops you're okay to camp at those overnight. I know some states that you cannot camp at the rest stops overnight. So there's no signs posted here that you can't camp. If you look at it on iOverlander, a lot of people are camping here just to see the lights and they're having no problem. Nobody's kicking them out of here. So I think we can be comfortable, although it will be, boy, that wind's got a bite to it. It will be noisy from the highway and there's even a train track near here too.
The Marfa lights
You saw them?
did not make an appearance.
Oh.
So I created my own Marfa lights.
Well, that's not fair, is it?
I don't know, I got a really cool shot. I can't wait to show you.
Okay.
The Marfa lights did not appear, but I was still having fun with some long exposure night photography. Ambulances make me sad because I know someone somewhere is in distress. But tonight, the flashing lights of a passing ambulance made for a pretty awesome night shot.
We just got showers here in Marathon and it feels great.
Yeah, how was your shower?
It was perfect. The water it was almost too hot, so it was fantastic. So we don't take showers at RV parks all the time. It's kind of like a treat for us because we use our portable shower.
Yeah, we used to have Planet Fitness, but
Yep.
when COVID hit, we didn't have that for a year, so we just discontinued it. So now we usually stop like once a month.
Yep.
For a real shower, and then we supplement with our big kahuna.
Yep. And what we found that when we go to RV parks, we usually just call them first because some won't even let you use the shower unless you're in the park. But then there's quite a few that will let you come in.
Yeah.
You just ask if they're open to the public. And like this one said yes.
$5 a person.
And that we found that's about the usual price is $5.
Yeah.
So, you know, if we're paying $10 a month for showers, that's not bad.
It's not bad.
It's a real luxury and it's something we don't take for granted because it's so nice.
Yeah. Okay, so we are going to Big Bend National Park.
Yep.
And we don't know if we're going to find camping.
We know that there is permanent camping there. We don't know what the situation is.
Usually you have to have reservations.
Yep. So.
But it's supposed to snow this weekend. Is that going to draw people or scare them away?
All right, I guess we'll find out. I was hoping to get the drone up, but it looks extra foggy today, so... It's all right, Roodle.
It's okay, Roodle.
You okay, boy?
All right, let's go.
Yeah, let's hit the road. So we stopped by the visitor center and we requested if we could stay in one of the primitive campsites in the park. And they suggested that we might be able to make it to this one because all of them are four-wheel drive only, high clearance. And this one is too, but he thought we could make it here. So if we went really slow, and that's what we did. It's about 5 miles off the main road. It is very rough, probably at the upper limits of what our two-wheel drive van can handle. So there it is, LA #1, that's our campsite. This is a really remote, rugged area. We encountered just about every obstacle coming in on the road. Sharp rocks, ruts, loose sand and gravel, some steep areas, which might even be a challenge getting out of here. Now, if you have high clearance four-wheel drive, this road is going to be no match for your vehicle. But if you have two-wheel drive, I would almost, unless you're an experienced off-roader and you have a lot of time and patience to get here, because you have to go very slow and plan out your route, I'd almost say don't even try the road. Morning. So we got up early and we're gonna try to get out of here, this 5-mile section, before it rains or snows.
Which it looks like it's coming right over the mountain.
Yeah, I definitely feel a lot more comfortable if we get out of here without a wet road.
There's 2 areas that we're really concerned about if it gets wet and muddy, that we're gonna have a hard time getting up. And I don't want to put chains on in the mud.
Yeah, I don't want to either.
Okay, let's go before it starts.
All right, let's hit the road.
And just as we were leaving Big Bend National Park, it started to snow.
It's official, the snow has followed us all the way from northern Montana to southern Texas and every state in between. It's currently 13 degrees Fahrenheit during the warmest part of the day here. I don't think this is normal for Texas at all, but I think we're in store for a super cold night. So we're catching a little bit of lunch here at a rest stop, and then we're heading closer to town just in case the storm gets really crazy and wild. And I don't know what the roads get like around here in Texas, but I'm guessing most people aren't used to a lot of snow. So maybe it's hazardous to drive, I don't know.
Breaking news, the deadly winter weather emergency unfolding across Texas and much of the South is becoming even more dangerous tonight.
What's on the side? Oh, bummer. With the recent car accidents fresh in our minds, we were anxious to exit I-10 as quickly as possible.
So last night we were on I-10 and there was snow and ice all over the road. We saw multiple accidents, so we decided for our own safety just to pull over and find somewhere to stay the night. And here in Texas they have picnic areas that they do allow you to stay overnight in. This one is really set up. It's got an area in the summer that's great for shade, but it's got a picnic table and a place to cook. There was good cell reception when we first pulled in, but now for some reason we don't have any. But Carrie's doing some editing anyway, undisturbed editing. It was 4 degrees out this morning and now it's about 10. So we're probably gonna see if it warms up and melt some of the snow on the interstate and then try again to head our way east. Rudolph's loving the snow and playing ball, and this doesn't bother him at all. I think it's pretty cool looking at the trees and even the cactus. They're all covered with snow and ice right now. And this picnic area's got a great view. For pulling in the middle of the night, I'm pretty darn happy with it. We are currently in Junction, Texas, about 100 miles outside of San Antonio. This is Shriner Park. This is where we were planning on staying the night before we continue east, but it looks like due to COVID and some other problems that they have closed this for overnight stay. And personally, I don't feel comfortable. They have a lot of these trees marked to cut down because they're dead because of or they're not growing well because of a flood that came through here. And I don't feel comfortable about parking the van anywhere underneath the tree anyway. So even if it was open, I would have skipped this part. Although this is a pretty area, I think we are gonna push through and continue our way to the Gulf Coast, which means a long driving day, but a big reward of the beach. And the question is, will there be snow on the beach? I think we're gonna arrive late tonight. Yeah, that looks like solid ice. Oh!
It is solid ice underneath all the snow.
Oh, wow. Riddle just pulled you right along like a sled dog. Yeah, Riddle needs just a few minutes to walk around. He doesn't like driving all day. We don't like driving all day. And anytime there's snow, he's happy to get outside and prance around. Yeah, I just about slipped myself. I think there is some more freezing rain and snow in the forecast, so probably a good thing we're heading out of here.
It's so icy.
Need the micro spikes on.
Oh yeah, I should have put those on.
I don't have them on either. They're in my door ready to go, but not on my feet. But we'll have to keep those in mind if we have to get out on the ice.
This backup along I-10 between Junction and Kerrville last night through today. Reports of multiple crashes, injuries, and even one death.
Staying an extra day at the roadside picnic area was a smart move. We couldn't believe the amount of accidents still visible 3 days after the initial ice storm.
We rarely see in San Antonio our city transformed into white. That snow and ice blanketing the highways and city streets.
We were quite surprised that I-10 through San Antonio was closed. Since we were rerouting anyway, we thought this would be a good time to fuel up, and we quickly learned it was not quite that easy.
Another shortage seems to be adding to the misery in parts of Texas. Gas shortages have hit the state as folks search for fuel for their vehicles and generators. For some, that gas is a matter of survival in this cold. An estimated 3 million barrels per day of oil production remains offline.
Another closed gas station, so we got a little bit of gas. We can hunt around for another one that's open, but it's quite challenging to get fuel right now.
We're in San Antonio.
Yeah, you think a big city you would have fuel at most of the gas stations, but it looks like not. So we'll keep looking.
Okay, mission gas completed.
That was a big one. I was really getting worried that we were going to spend the night in San Antonio without no gas.
Yeah, we're really thankful to get gas. We had, what, 4 gallons left?
4 gallons left.
So that was a long day.
That was a long day. I have to admit, I'm pretty tired.
We typically don't drive 6 hours, but...
We like to drive 4 hours, but every once in a while you have to throw in a long day, and that was it.
And with the weather circumstances in Texas and the park being closed, this day was one of those days.
Yes, it was. So we're now at Magnolia Beach here on the Gulf Coast, and it just started. It's just got dark.
Yeah. Yeah, we also like to arrive before dark, but we spent an hour trying to get through San Antonio.
Yeah.
I-10 was closed.
That made it extra challenging. Otherwise, we would have made it here during the daytime, but this place was pretty easy to find. We got free camping right here next to the beach. It looks like it's high tide. Everybody's excited to be done driving.
Rudol's ready for a walk. We're gonna make some dinner, watch a movie, and just
relax. I think tomorrow might be a down day.
Yes. After a rest day at Magnolia Beach, we decided the water was too high and the temperatures still too cold. So we headed to the warmest place we could think of in Texas, South Padre Island.
Across most of the state, temperatures climbing above freezing for the first time in a week. But even as the snow and ice starts to slowly melt away.
We have a long way to go in terms of getting out of this, and our problems are just sort of beginning, frankly.
The biggest problem right now, water. Many communities under a boil order. Distribution centers providing for those without service.
And other Texas leaders spoke out about the food supply problem earlier today.
The shelves are bare of any type of dairy products, no eggs. Fruits and vegetables were pretty okay on.
Sid Miller is the commissioner of the Texas Department of Agriculture.
We were fortunate. We had food, we had water, we had gas, and we were warm. Many people in the state of Texas did not have these necessities. We headed to the beach, where we would park ourselves and wait for Texas to recover.
Good morning from the South Padre Island Convention Center. Day 3 of sea turtle rescue operations continue. We got power and water back at 3 o'clock last night. We are probably somewhere in the neighborhoods of upwards of 2,500 turtles.
Texas was hit hard by Winter Storm URI. Ice storms and brutally cold temps can cause extreme amounts of damage and devastation. It could take months for Texas to fully recover. And even though Texas was hurting, Texans showed us nothing but kindness as we traveled through their state. So please join us as we share Texas with you in our upcoming videos.
If you would like to support our channel, please consider becoming a patron, or check out our new merchandise at advantureatatime.com. We also have stickers available in our website store. Thank you for watching.